Life is for living, and at First International Bank and Trust, we're all about living, helping your dreams come true. Because we're not just in the banking business. We're in the first home business, the community sponsorship business, the how do I make this happen business, making your banking life easy so you can focus on what matters most. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
A family farm is, well, different. The cab of a tractor is the CEO's office. Board meetings are held on the bed of Grandpa's pickup. And a conference call is a holler across the yard to hurry your chores, kids, there's homework to be done. A family farm is about family pride as much as profit. Farmers Union Insurance believes this way of life is worth protecting because this isn't just where we work, it's also our family's home. Farmers Union Insurance, simply different.
Coming to you live once again from the Bonfire Studios North. It's another episode of Tauros Weekly. I'm your host, Peter Theodos. Joining me, as always, is Ken Oda. And Ken, hockey season's right around the corner as we have a lot of things actually going on this week.
It's getting closer. We have our first handful of players coming in this weekend with quarantine rules. We've got the Canadian players that we've got coming in, so they're going to arrive Saturday, I believe, the first few, as they have to quarantine for 2 weeks before training camp can start. Yep. So, players starting to come in, schedule almost ready to be released, and, the season's creeping up closer and closer.
The golf tournament is on Friday, so that's super exciting to have. As just a reminder, fans, head over to our Dash auction as we do have that opportunity to golf with Tauros staff and coaches.
Shane will be back in town for that here. He will have to go back to Minnesota for a short period after the golf tournament, but then he'll be here to stay. And so Wags will be there. I believe Grant Lee's dad, Jordan Johnson, will be golfing with the group.
Kevin Melby,
the team's trainer. So your foursome joins the Tauros staff foursome. It'll be I think a fun day, whether you're golfing in that group or you're just out at the golf tournament in general. I think every year it's a fun event, and this
we'll be there, no different. So you can come talk to us.
We'll be hanging
anything.
out.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's bring in our guest for this episode of Tauros Weekly. This week we have the Tauros PA announcer, Seth Hagen. Seth, welcome to Tauros Weekly. There we go. Now
we didn't have sound on you. Let's try that again. Welcome in, Seth.
There
we go. Now we got you.
Welcome, guys. I've been waiting for this invite to come. I was wondering if that was going to happen, but I'm glad it did.
Yeah, so first and foremost, congratulations are due as you have now become a father. So tell us a little bit, how is that going? How's everyone's
how
health?
Old is baby now, and let's go name all the fun stats.
So he was born on the 14th, so that makes him, it's the 25th today. So that makes him what feels like 3 months old. I don't know. His name is Hayes, Hayes. Hayes Singh. His middle name is Singh. It's an Indian middle name. My wife is Indian. So we gave him an Indian middle name, and his last name is Hagen. So he's got Hayes Singh Hagen. So it kind of rhymes, and it goes off the tongue pretty well. And as an announcer, I appreciate that.
Now, how did you land on Hayes for the first name? Is there a family history or just a name you've always liked?
So we like going with the H and H, right? So Hayes Hagen.
Yeah.
We really like that, so we had thought of Hughes. We had thought of a few things. It has nothing to do with Kevin Hayes from the Flyers. People have already asked that. Nothing to do with Kevin Hayes. It's no family name, but it just kind of rolls off the tongue pretty well, and it's the two H's. So we just kind of fell in love with it.
I like it. Hayes and your wife, everyone's happy and healthy then?
Oh yeah, I mean it went. So not to jinx myself, everything went pretty good. 20 minutes of pushing, and everyone's healthy. And he came out. He's a little guy. He was only like 6 pounds or so, but he's long. So he's long and little. So it wasn't a big 8-9 pounder, which was good. All healthy. Everyone's home. The wife did her first workout today, and so that's been good. So she's already up on her feet and ready to go.
Awesome.
How's he sleeping? I know that's a question that a lot of parents wonder and ask.
So we bought this fancy contraption. I don't know if you want to Google it or whoever's listening. It's called the SNOO, SNOO, and it's like this motorized crib thing that rocks your baby for you, and it's on an app. And we put him in that thing, and he's out for 3 hours straight, and then we have to wake him up to obviously feed. But if we didn't have to wake him up, he'd be sleeping, I'd say, through the night. So far so good. It was worth the money, I'll tell you what. My wife saw it on Instagram, and it was a good purchase.
There's a lot of parents right now that are probably hearing you say that, and they are extremely jealous. And there's a lot of newborn parents that are probably getting on social media, Google, whatever, to try to find that snoo or whatever it is.
But,
no free ads, but snoo.
But
no free ads, but I know.
That aside, you mentioned earlier asking if Hayes was named after Kevin Hayes from the Flyers. So, with hockey back, the NHL playoffs going strong, is that your team now? I know you're a Blackhawks fan like I am, and we don't have anyone to root for anymore. Is that who you've adopted?
Well, unfortunately, the girl I did marry is from Vancouver, so we're at Canucks house now. I'm the quiet Blackhawks fan. But we're at Canucks house through and through, and they play tonight at 8:45. So the wife said I got to be done and ready to go.
Well, that's
So
fair.
we won't keep you that long for sure.
But let's talk a little bit about the NHL and all that. What is your opinion of the bubble and essentially playing hockey in front of no fans?
So, as far as